What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 166. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section. And it is free to sign up. Where, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, pretty much we're already talking about it in the sold out Discord. And if I didn't say it in the beginning, definitely smash that like button and sub up. Now, enough rambling. Let's get into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So pretty much this Saturday, man, the kid had to go to the chop shop, which probably by the time I'm dropping this video, it's probably time to go back or schedule another appointment. So pretty much this Saturday, the kid stepped in none other, and I chose Comfort, and I went in the pretty much off-white Prestos, the blacks, man. Arguably, I chose Comfort, one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and one of the things that I've been noticing, man, when I go into the chop shop, man, the kid been lacking, man, and the barbers know what I'm talking about, but it's because the kid's schedule has just been so hectic and been busy. So if the video seems like they've been lacking or it's not coming up where it is, I'm gonna get back on track. Just gotta be be a little patient with the kid. But anyway, this is one of my favorites in my collection, and I wanted to wear this because I knew the weather that we were faced ahead of us. Pretty much I anticipated that we're gonna have some bad weather, so I wanted to get some shoes that I could wear that, you know, I'm not afraid to get wet, and or I wanted to wear before the wetness came, pause, right? Okay, so these right here were able to stay dry because it didn't have the bad weather. So pretty much this was my Saturday shoe, was the off-white Presto, and I want to say RIP to Virgil as well. Got to give my respect and credit where credit is due. This was my Saturday shoe. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Sunday. You know, the kid pretty much, that's my prep day where I get ready for work, pretty much whatever content I'm gonna drop or try to get ready. That's what it is. So I'm usually in the house in my none other than the Yeezy slides, right? Okay, like I said, usually around the house, taking out trash, doing chores, prepping, catching up with family, what have you, right? Okay, you know what it is. Sunday, I just was always taught it was supposed to be like a day of peace. It was like a day of relaxation. In fact, growing up, some of my family members were stressed that Sunday, you're not supposed to really put in any extra really hard work. But I mean, every day, you know, it's contradicting of what things may come up because everybody's schedule is different, right? I'm not saying do what my family do, but if you can, man, that's just kind of what my mindset is, right? So this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy slide, pure. Yes, these are my beaters, and yeah, it's about time to get starting on my next colorway, but you know what? For now, I'm gonna keep them as just another beater shoe. So this was my Sunday shoe. Cool, now I'm gonna move right on to Monday, and I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. This is pretty much a beater week for the kid because we got snow that turned into rain, and then it rained all for the remainder of the week. So I wore some shoes that I wasn't afraid to get wet. And so Monday, coming into work, wore my pretty much old Nike Foamposites, and these are the eggplants, and I think these dropped back in 2017, right? Okay, and in my opinion, yeah, if you compare them to the most latest drop, they don't look as fresh, but I mean, to be honest, from the naked eye, you can't even really tell. My pair, obviously, I've been taking care of them. Now, this is one of those where you definitely had to break it in. It didn't come fresh out the box, comfortable like the ones that have been coming recently, right? I'm glad Nike caught on to that and changed it, but now these joints don't hurt my feet at all. But I remember when I first got them, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, man. But this was my Monday shoe, was a Nike Foamposite eggplant. Cool. Now let's move right on. Tuesday, right back at work, full-time job. And that snow that happened on Monday, Tuesday, it turned into the rain. And again, another beater. This is the Nike Dunk, and this is the Goldenrod joints, man. Now, if you look at my joints, if they look dirty and what have you, it's a beater, man. It's one of those where I still want to wear my sneakers. But you know, if this is my example of if you bought nothing but heat and then you got bad weather, you're about to destroy your heat real quickly, right? Okay, you don't want to put yourself in that position, and that's what I'm lucky enough that I can have enough shoes where I can do that. So this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Nike Dunk, and I want to call it SB, but it's really not an SB, but it be trying to like roll off the tongue, pause, but it's just a Nike Dunk Goldenrod, and this was my Tuesday shoe. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Wednesday. Pretty much y'all know where this is headed, down that spiral. This is a shoe where at one point, I can't believe on the resale market, they was trying to sling this joint to us for $400. And I'm talking none other than the Nike Dunk Panda, right? Okay, now I did pay a little extra because I did buy it when the hype was on the down crease. Probably should have waited even a little bit longer, but if I did, I probably wouldn't even own the shoe at all because now they're going below retail. I see them go as low as 90 bucks. And I'm talking none other than the Nike Dunk Panda, right? Okay. Black and white, you really can't go wrong with it. So you got a lot of versatility when it comes to these guys. And to be honest, as you guys can see, man, I wear these joints to you know what and back. I don't really care what the weather is. If it's bad, these joints are probably coming out. I really don't care. Again, this is what a beater is. It's a shoe that's technically it's dope, but if it messes up, I'm not gonna cry about it. So this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Nike Dunk Panda. Cool, now I'm gonna move right on to Thursday, right back at work. I usually get compliments on this shoe, but I feel like it's also durable, right? Okay, another one of those, I'm not really tripping if it really messes up, and I'm not trying to even be disrespectful because this is the Reebok Questions. These are the Allen Iverson joints. Now, I know what you're saying, like, yo, you're gonna be disrespectful to Allen Iverson. No, I actually really like this shoe, but I wear it because of the durability. But at the end of the day, it is a bulky shoe. And I will say, I will buy it again. And I feel like Allen Iverson, he is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. One of the ones that didn't get a ring, but I still think he's the GOAT. I actually used to live in an area where he actually grew up in for a long time, right? Okay, so these are synonymous. I remember as a kid, I really wanted these. And I mean, let's just face it, man, y'all already put the stereotype on me anyway whenever any shoe majority red comes out. So yeah, of course I'm gonna have some in the collection, right? Okay, so this was my Thursday shoe, was the Reebok Question Allen Iverson. Cool, now we're gonna move right on to Friday. Close out the week strong, and again, I told you I chose shoes that are, I feel like, weather friendly whenever you got bad weather. So I chose none other than another pretty much Nike Foamposite, and this is the Royal joints, right? Okay, the Penny Hardaway logo on there. Y'all know me, I'm more so of a red guy, but again, I make an exception for the blue because at the end of the day, I really don't care what color the shoe is. If it looks dope, it looks dope and I like it, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not really a colorist or enthusiast of these guys right here. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was the Nike Foamposite, right? Okay, and this is that Royal colorway, and yeah, hopefully, you know, when I'm out and about that the rain don't really get to it too bad, but if it is, I feel like this shoe will last. That's the whole point of having a beater collection, shoes that you know can make it through the rain, so to speak. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe. All right, man, so pretty much that completes my weekly sneaker rotation. Y'all sign off on the week. Y'all sign off down in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.